The following video is based upon true crime content. Therefore, it may contain images and/or language that some find disturbing. For this reason, viewer discretion is advised. Hello, 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 everyone. How are we? Hey, Miss Laura. Welcome in, guys. I'm going to give you just a few minutes to come on in. I gave only about an hour notice that we were doing this tonight. I do apologize. It's hard for me to pinpoint when I'm going to have these videos. My editor is so slow. I'm the editor, okay? It's not the program, it's the editor. Hey, Patty. So I apologize that I didn't give a whole lot of notice. I hope Mark comes in. He was asking me the other day if I could give him some other kind of notice than, YouTube. I don't know. I do the mail thing. If you guys are getting one in the mail from me, not the U.S. Postal, but, the email, I do send that out. Can you imagine if we didn't have email and I did have to send it out to U.S. Postal, how far ahead I'd have to schedule a live? I'm sorry. I just ate. I'm full and I'm feeling silly. Hey, Ann. Hey, Kimmy. Kimmy. Girl, you saw what I put up today. You saw that big old picture of Zach, and that's why you're popping in. Tonight is not going to be about Zach, though. I do apologize. Tonight is about Courtney Clenney, the OnlyFans model. And we've got some juicy stuff on what happened in Vegas. And it didn't stay in Vegas. Hey, Bama. Lexicon. Good to see you. You parade the comments. Okay. I'm going to give it just a few more minutes, you guys, before I go. I've actually got the back end of it was messed up, so I'm having to download that now. I was able to go ahead and get this with, what do you call it? Captures on there for you guys. Captions. I can't think straight. You've been so busy. Yeah. Whatever, Kimmy. Whatever. You go have a life. Whatever. Leave us sitting here watching me. Just leave us here. I understand, my friend. I wanted to do this tonight because I want to go to the casino tomorrow during the day. All right, let's go ahead and get this started. I myself have never been to Vegas, and I guess if I had, I probably would have some things that I'd want to leave there when I left, Definitely not my money, though. But I can guarantee you that Courtney Clenney really, really wanted what happened in Vegas to stay in Vegas on her trip in July of 2021. She left a lot more than her money at the casino. She left her fingerprints there with the law enforcement and has been banned from ever coming back to that hotel. And I'm going to be honest, I don't even know which hotel it was. I couldn't figure that out when I was watching this. We got some good coverage for you today. Today is all about the Vegas trip. So buckle up, everybody. It's going to be a bumpy ride. We do cut up a lot on this channel, and I think we do so because of the fact that we watch so many horrible things that's our only way to process it sometimes. But on a serious note, I wanted to say that DV is no laughing matter, and anyone can be affected. We've seen it in this case. We saw it in the Sarah Boone case, and it's not something that anyone should ever be ashamed of. So if you or anyone you know has been affected by domestic violence, there is help. Anyone can contact the Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE. That's 7233. Or you can text START, START, to 88788. I thought it would be appropriate to start this video out with images from Vegas of their hotel room. Now, from what I understand, they were only in Vegas a couple of days. But as you'll see from all of these pictures, the room is trashed. Now, I know it's fun to go and have a good time on vacation, but this is pretty much beyond that, you guys. I mean, this is just disrespectful of other people's property. It's, it just reaches that point. But I think it's because of the drinking. Things get out of hand. And I go back and forth between whether or not Courtney Clenney has more of a personality issue or a drinking issue, or more than likely, it's a combo of both, and they are a nasty, nasty combo. So now that we've seen these, let's get into this audio. Again, July 27th, 2021. Courtney Clenney and Christian Obumseli take a short trip to Vegas with friends. Their friends leave as scheduled, and Courtney and Christian decide to extend their flight for one more day. You will hear in this interview that Courtney initiated the call to hotel security. And you'll also hear what caused the argument as they continue to speak in the interview. They're both located in the security area of the hotel, but they have them in separate rooms. They could probably hear each other a little, but they couldn't see each other at all. One thing that really stuck out to me in watching this video is the demeanor of each of them was so different. Initially, the video starts out with Courtney being detained. She's very nonchalant. She's yawning at some point. I think she had fallen asleep on that little bench she was sitting on. She's wrapping herself up in the blanket and she's acting like she's not worried at all. Like, it's just another day in Courtney's world. Christian, on the other hand, I can't really figure it out. He seems annoyed. He seems tired. I don't know. I was like, is he stoned? Is he drunk? Or is he just tired? It was hard to tell. But at some point, he's just starting to explain how he's getting anxiety from being in this room. That backstory, I'm not sure of. And it may be something that we hear the prosecution speak more about in the trial. I just find both of their actions in these interviews to be bizarre. So let's listen in.
I think because of the room, because of how, what potentially happened up there, I think we're just going to err on the side of caution and trespass them both.
It's up to you, whatever you want to do. Because he's going to want to stay because she's going. So he's not going to want to leave her behind.
Right.
So I'm just trying to get ahead of the game.
No, I respect that.
What am I telling him is like, hey, you are free to leave, but you got to leave. So
yeah, the reservation's ending and we're going to ask them to leave.
Okay. What's going on here? Tell me what's going on here. Let's just talk here about it. Okay. I think they are back there, right?
Yeah, so this is not my call. I just relieved the other shift.
Okay.
Basically, the female calls while she's calling security. She's basically saying, like, get your hands off me.
Okay.
We get up there. They both at one point admit to physical altercation inside of the room. The room upstairs is a disaster.
Okay.
I think there's an alleged hair pulling of her.
Alleged hair pulling.
Hair.
Oh, hair pulling.
Right? The guy is saying that didn't happen.
Okay.
So I just walked by him and he's like thrown off into a trash can, so I have no idea what their deal is. It sounds like they were both drunk.
Who did they admit that they
got
fight each
statements.
other? But I need to talk to the person that they admitted to.
Hey, so I hear Deshaun telling Alfonso that she's claiming he grabbed her hair. Okay, so there's hair on the floor, but it doesn't say that in anyone's statement. Deshaun says.
What's going on? What's up? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yes, I just
What's up with the door?
feel trapped in here. I've been saying this for
Okay, do you require medical attention?
Huh?
Do you require medical attention?
I mean, what?
Do you need a doctor right now?
Right now, I'm just trying to breathe. I can't just feel feels isolated. I have anxiety right now. This is reminding me of my past. I don't want the door closed. I've been respectful this whole time.
Okay, and we're trying to be respectful too, but they have their rules.
Okay.
So you have to bear with me for that, okay?
Okay, just please.
You're not in cuffs.
I know I'm not in
Okay,
cuffs.
so realize that and focus on that, okay?
I focus.
Okay, I appreciate that, okay? What's your name, bud?
Christian.
Christian. Okay, Christian, do you have any weapons with you at all?
No.
No? Do you mind if I check?
Yes, Jack.
Feel better now?
No, I don't feel better at all.
Okay, well,
No.
these gentlemen are treating you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. We're trying to go back and forth with that, treating you okay, that you give it the same respect. Chris, since you're here and you're not free to leave at this point, I'm going to read you something.
You said what?
Since you're here and you're not free to leave yet, I'm going to read you something.
Say it again.
Since you're here
Okay.
and you're not free to leave, I am going to read you something. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to consult with an attorney before questioning. You have the right to the presence of an attorney during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed before questioning. Do you understand these rights?
So, am I under arrest?
No, you're not. You're just being detained. Chris, what's your middle name?
Toby.
How do you spell Toby?
T-O-B-Y.
Have you ever been cited or arrested before?
No.
Never?
I'm not.
Not a speeding ticket, nothing?
Huh?
Not even a speeding ticket?
I got a speeding ticket for sure.
All right.
I got a speeding
Have you ever been to jail? I'm not asking if you have been convicted. I'm just asking if you have been to jail for anything.
Yeah, for weed, yeah.
So you've been to jail.
Wait, but
Okay, it's all right. How long ago was that?
I was like, when I was in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Chris, why am I here today? Tell me what's going on.
So, I mean, we're having a great day. We went to the pool. Like, y'all can see the Cosmo. We got the cabana. Went to cabana. Then our friends came in town. Check the system too. I paid for another route for our friends. They wanted to sleep a little bit, so me and my girlfriend went to get our tattoos together. We went to the mall. Then went to eat. And we were supposed to go to dinner like at 8:30. She goes to sleep. So she goes to sleep. I wake up at 5 in the morning on the couch. She asks me to go to the bed 3 times, which I did. I think it's just like starting the conversation again, just like, man. And then he called security for some reason. There's no reason to be here at all.
So, obviously, you're here because she called security. What were you guys arguing about?
Started what's it called? She asked me to go to bed. She's like, "You hate me?" I was like, "No, I don't hate you, babe. I'm just like disappointed that like, we didn't do anything. You're supposed to leave yesterday. We stayed another day, which was okay. I think it was just like, just like starting a conversation again, which I do not want to do. To go to bed. We have a flight at 9:14. I need to go back home.
So, who was upset? Were you upset or she was upset that you said somebody was disappointed?
No, I was disappointed.
And you were disappointed because of what?
We haven't done shit for the last 2 days. Just drinking and sleeping.
Okay. So you just wanted to be left alone on the couch. She wanted you to go back to bed. She got upset.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, how long have you guys been dating?
Over a year.
All right. Do you guys live together?
Yeah.
Any kids together? And it's a silly question, but you guys are intimate and there is an expectation, mutual expectation of affection between you two, right?
Huh?
You guys are intimate and there is a mutual expectation of affection between you two since you're dating, right? I'm just trying to separate the line from friends that are just having sex, but they are not.
No, we're past that. We're past friends, girlfriends.
All right. So, did anybody hit, punch, spit each other?
It's my alarm clock, which is 8 o'clock now. More of the story, like I was on the couch, like she threw the glass thing and I'm out on my face. Then I went back to bed. And I was like, why did you do that shit?
Okay.
I go to bed. I understand that she was mad, you know. Fine, but I wasn't doing anything. I was on the couch, like.
What triggered her to throw in the glass at you?
She said she was going downstairs and I think it's my tone. Like she tells me to work on a couple things, like my tone, facial expressions. So I think it was like my tone. I was like, yeah, go downstairs then. You know, obviously I didn't say it like that, but it could have been like she knows how to describe tone. I don't know. I never realized my tone, but I know that she said she wanted to go downstairs. I was like, go downstairs then.
So how do we switch from come to bed to I want to go downstairs?
So I went to woke up like at 5. She said come to the bed. So I remember like at 4, like she woke me. I was like, Christian, go to bed. And I was like too tired, but I don't want to nothing wrong, you know. Just like heat of the moment, you know.
I understand. People get upset. It doesn't happen
Like,
often.
I love that girl. Like I know it sounds different, it looks different to y'all, but like been through some shit with that girl. Like so, like all up was deep, you know. But like how we came from, I want to go downstairs. Like we haven't eaten anything, but we're supposed to eat dinner at 8:30. And she was feeling tired, so like. You know, usually other days I'm like, hey babe, like let's get up, let's go, and I just let her sleep today, you know, and then instead of like going to bed, you know, and possibly trying to wake her up again, and like try to do something. Well, yeah, I slept on the bed, you know. Sorry, like I'm trying to talk clearly.
I got you. All these happen around what time?
Well, wait till all happened.
All these commotion when she told you to wake up and then I want to go downstairs and she threw the glass.
At 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
Yeah.
And after she threw the glass at you, did you punch her, hit her, pull her hair, spit on her, anything like that?
Then I spit on her.
So what do you do?
One thing I did, I'd be like, babe, stop. I was like, babe, stop it.
Okay. You grab her to calm her down. You grab her kind of to calm her down.
I'll calm her down, and I swear on everything, I have no business doing that. Because one, I am a black man. I know that shit is out upon. So I need to make sure that, yo, when the fuck my girl like does anything Christian, don't do that too. You know? So I was like, hey, oh, like, stop it. Then I went back to the bed and chilling. Like talking, see, like I just don't want her to get in trouble like a little bit so much, you know. So like I understand that she's mad, like
Why would she call for help? If somehow
she wasn't calling for help. She was calling to like remove me.
to what?
To like remove me from that room. Like I mean, it's like not the first time like we get in an argument and she's like, Christian, leave the room, and I'm like, well, where the fuck am I supposed to go? I'm not leaving. You So it's like, okay, I have to call security. I was like, hey, I was call security because it's gonna be something. Like the reason why she did that is because she wanted me to leave the room. And I was like, I'm not leaving. Like we had a flight at 8:30. Like honestly, like if I can go back in time, I want to like pack my shit and do waited in the lobby till like 7 a.m. Got food.
I got you. All right, give me a few minutes. All right, but you close it. We're gonna need to close this door, okay?
Can we go to the restroom then?
Not right now.
Like bad anxiety, like from my past. Like if you.
What's going on your past?
Like my whole dad's situation. She knows about my dad. Like I can't be like boxing like that. Like major anxiety. Like I've been asking. I've haven't said anything here. I've been so respectful. The only thing I asked before this is a Mexican guy before you. There was a black guy. They understood me. They at the door and like. This right here, like reminds me of my dad. I don't even like sitting down, but just being respectful.
All right, let's. I understand that. I understand your condition. So there's so much I can do. I can leave the door open, but you have to stay here. Okay?
Before we get to part 2, I wanted to ask you guys what you thought. The part about that he talks about how he grabbed her by her arms to get her attention. He probably shook her a little bit. And he seemed so remorseful that he did that. And I thought, wow, like do you think he's being sincere? Hi name, how are you? Do you think he's being sincere in that, or do you think he's just saying it's because it's the cops? I felt like it was pretty dang sincere that he's like, you don't put your hands on a woman. I mean, at this point, the way she was, I feel like if he was gonna be that way, we would have I don't know. It's like the more I look at this stuff, I keep thinking we would see a lot more of him being really aggressive with her at this point, and we haven't. So it really just kind of makes me wonder. I feel like he's being truthful here. Like if she was so lucky to have a guy like that with her temper, somebody that could hold their temper back while she went crazy on him. Everybody says they feel like he's sincere in the chat. Yeah. No, she's not petite. Not at all. She's tall, and I think she's she's a bodybuilder, but she seems tall. She seems kind of like built kind of big. I don't know if it's because of the bodybuilding or what, but I don't know how to explain it. She doesn't look fat to me. I'm not saying fat. I'm just saying she looks big. Yeah, I think he was a decent guy. I think he was a pretty good guy. Now, what's coming up here in this next piece is we're going to hear from her and her accounting of the case. And I want you guys to keep in mind, when I was first watching this, I thought to myself, you know what? She's explaining to them like, okay, I was really blacked out drunk and this happened. And it's like people in her life have been so accepting of her doing that over and over and over again. They've allowed it that she feels like it's normal. So she feels like it's okay if she tells them, well, yeah, I mean, I was blackout drunk. I don't remember. I probably did that. I don't know. I probably did that. It's not just spoiled. She is spoiled, but it's not just that. Hey, JPC. All right. So let's get to the second piece. Let's see if it's done downloading. Let's wait a few more minutes, you guys, because it's the other piece with the captions in it is taking about 5 more minutes. And so I think that y'all would probably prefer to watch that over it without captions. So give me just a minute if you don't mind, and I'll look in the chat and we'll talk about what you guys are talking about. Reminds you of Johnny Depp lexicon? Yeah, because he was that way. I mean, he had a temper, but he didn't necessarily take it out on her. And I've seen a lot of people that will take their temper out on like whatever they're, like they'll throw something, they'll hit a wall, they'll do something like that, but they don't ever hit another person. And I think that a lot of men are that way. like they have to get it out somehow, but they're not gonna hit a woman. And then there are men who just think that it's okay just to push her and do whatever. I don't I don't know if I would. I mean, I don't think women have a right to hit a man, but it happens. I mean, obviously, this case, big example. But what blows me away in this one is he gets so remorseful and upset. He's more upset about her being taken into custody in this than she is, I think. But I also find it interesting how she all of a sudden backs up. She's going to start saying, yeah, no, I there's some stuff I left out because I didn't want him to get in trouble. Like all of a sudden, let me back up because if you're telling me I'm going to go to jail and it has to be between me and him going to jail, I'll send him to jail. That's really what I'm getting out of it. Hang on, I'm going to go up to your chat. Let's check out the chat. I appreciate you guys being patient with me. I hate not having this stuff already done, but my computer's running so slow. I think it's the weather. I need new computers. I need an editor. Medium bone structure. That's a good way to put it, name. She's not, yeah, it's like she's just built big. Kimmy says she sounds like she has no accountability for her behavior. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Been here 5 minutes and you already figured that part out. You got that one good, Kimmy. That was really good. She's, it's why do we only follow crazy people on my channel? And why is it that y'all only watch me when I have crazy people on? Like, what's up with that? Is it because y'all think I'm crazy too? He mentioned anxiety. It sounds like he stuffed his anger down. He may have. I don't know. I was trying to figure out what he was talking about, how he gets anxiety and something about being in that room. Did he say his dad? Something about being in that room reminds him of his dad. I'm not sure of that backstory. I really would like to know it though. And I'm almost wondering if something's going to come up in court. So I wonder if we'll hear more about that backstory, like what kind of childhood he had. It could have been that his dad was just really stern with him. It might not be that his dad was abusive or anything. He was just a very stern man, which he could have some PTSD from that. You never know. I have PTSD from my sister. She's a mean old witch. I love her. She's the sweetest person. She'll do anything for me, but she's a mean old witch sometimes. We fight like cats and dogs. Let's see. Lexicon says she seems like the type that her daddy's credit card that had her daddy's credit card in high school. She probably did, and had a brand new car given to her before she even graduated. No one wanted to say anything about her behavior because nobody wanted to bite the hand that fed them. Oh, Tracy, welcome in, by the way. Very well said. Yeah, that happens a lot when people do that, when it's the main person that's the problem. Who's going to call it out? That main person's is the moneymaker. I for a while wondered if Christian was just stayed in it because of the money, but I feel like he really loved her. I think she loved him too. She's just crazy. It's just a different kind of love. I got chewed out in the comments today because I had made a comment about, I was on the fence about her. Like, what were we were talking about something. I don't know what it was. We were talking about comparing her to other trials and stuff and other criminals that we've looked at. And I can't remember what it was, but somebody's like, I'm never watching your channel again because you said that she's like, she's abusing him. She's doing this to him. She's doing that to him. And I'm like, yeah, she is. But if you're going to put somebody on trial for their life, if you're going to send somebody to jail for life, if I'm the one that has control over that, my conscience, I need to know I'm doing the right thing. I need to sit through the entire trial and hear every piece of evidence before I make that decision. And we can sit here and cut up and back and forth and talk about the different things about what we think and our speculations and everything. But if I'm going to send you to jail, I'm going to need a little bit more than just watching a couple of videos. So that's just, I don't know, that's just my take on it. Because I think this isn't as cut and dry, I don't think, as the Sarah thing. My video's ready now. Let me pull it up. It's just it's definitely not as cut and dry as the Sarah case, I don't think. Hang on. Is it done? Yay, my video's ready. I trimmed a lot of this out, by the way.
Good morning. What's going on today?
Things got blown out of proportion, like to the max.
Okay, do you have any ID? Is this your stuff?
Yeah.
Do you have any form of ID here?
This passport.
Just passport? Okay, perfect. Hey, I'm gonna read you something really quick. All right, you can sit down.
I was just wrapping the blanket.
Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to consult an attorney before questioning. You have the right to the presence of an attorney during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed before questioning. Do you understand these rights?
Yes.
Just like the movies, but you're not going to jail at these points.
Okay.
All right. Could you verify your first and last name?
Courtney Clenney.
Okay. Is there an apartment number?
No. Austin, Texas, 78738.
And where were you born?
Midland, Texas.
Say it again.
Midland, Texas.
How do you spell that? M-I-T-H?
Midland.
M-I-D-L.
M-I-L. Wait, Midland. My bad. I'm tired.
It's okay. I understand. Have you ever been cited or arrested before?
Yes.
For what?
DUI.
Okay. Anything besides DUI? Anything violent?
No.
Okay. So, how do you pronounce your first name? I'm sorry, I hate butchering people. Huh?
Courtney.
Courtney. Oh, I'm sorry, I was reading your last name. All right. And your last name, how do you pronounce it?
Clenney.
Clenney. Okay, that's the one that I needed to figure out. So, why am I here? What's going on?
My boyfriend and I just got into like a loud argument, calling each other names. The way that it started was really just like he was upset with me because I fell asleep before dinner last night, and so he was just calling me names, and I woke up, and we were going back and forth, like getting really loud, and I decided to call because we were getting really loud. It wasn't because I was like, scared or anything. He wouldn't hurt me, but I felt that we were either going to get kicked out or wake people up or something because it was just like escalating.
Another thought I had, you guys, do you think that right now they're in court talking about what they're going to be allowing into the trial? And I'm wondering from prosecution side versus defense side, she just made the comment, he would never hurt me or anything. So from the prosecution side, I would want this tape in there. I think all the way around, probably the prosecution is going to be, yeah. But I don't think it's going to look bad on prosecution to put this whole tape in. But I don't know how the defense would feel about that, or if they'd find any pieces in here that they would find, good to use or whatever. It's either all or nothing, though, right? You can't just put. Well, I guess you could just put pieces, but anyway, I just had that thought. Had to share it.
That really is the main reason that I called, is because I didn't want, the embarrassment of getting a call about it.
So you called once again for what? Why did you call for help?
Because we were getting really loud.
Okay.
And I thought it was going to disturb everybody, so I felt the need to have him removed from the room.
So you wanted him. Why were you guys arguing about it?
Well, like I said, it was think it was just like him being upset with me over me falling asleep last night.
So who started the argument?
I'm really trying to think.
Okay, so let's backtrace a little bit. You start from tomorrow. What did you guys do yesterday? Just the major things that you remember.
We went to the pool downstairs.
Okay,
Got a day bed, mini burgers.
okay.
And
Sounds pretty cool.
I got 2 tattoos. You should never get tattoos when you're drunk.
Mm-hmm.
But I like
Just like the movie. Okay.
Yeah. Got tattoos, and then that's what happened. I got really drunk at the tattoo shop and ended up falling asleep. And we were supposed to figure out a place to go to dinner, so he was upset with me.
Okay, got it.
Oh my god, okay, I remember now. As soon as I woke up, I was like,
This is today, right?
yeah, at like 4, 5-ish, I don't know. As soon as I woke up, I like asked, I was like, oh my god, we were supposed to go to dinner last night, right? And he was like, yeah, Courtney, I'm like, you hate me, don't you? And he's like, no, I don't hate you, I'm just disappointed in you sometimes. And he just kind of was, I don't know, it was just making me feel bad. And I was like, damn, can you like give me a break? And he was like, did you give me a break? It was so stupid. Like, he was just hurting my feelings.
Okay.
And I ended up responding, like, he just got louder because my feelings were being hurt. Obviously, we're going back and forth. He was already upset with me. I was getting upset with him. We were getting loud. And I was like, oh my god, we're gonna like do damage to the room or something. Not damage to each other. Like, I really want to like.
But why would you think
that.
Why would you think that you were gonna do damage to the room?
I like throwing something, or like.
Did you throw something?
Did I?
Yeah.
No.
Did anybody throw anything?
No.
So why would you think that there is damage to the room to be made?
Because I've done that before in our house, and I.
What have you done?
Thrown a glass at him, plate, and I could just see, like, the way that things were going. We were either gonna get loud, or I was gonna end up throwing something, or like get in trouble somehow. So I was like, you know what, I'm just nipping this in the bud.
Did you throw a glass or a plate at him today?
No.
Okay. So if
This was before.
Okay. So when I go to the room and I see a broken glass on the floor, where did the glass come from?
I don't know. I literally couldn't even remember how the fight started.
Okay. Well.
Was there?
Yeah.
Maybe I did.
Okay.
I'm being completely honest with you. I really like when they were asking me questions outside of the room. I feel like my like brain is scrambled eggs right now. I'm starving. I just woke up. We've been drinking for like, we got here Friday.
Okay.
I didn't even know how to answer.
And how long have you guys been dating?
Since Friday. We got it at like 6 p.m.
No. How long have you guys been dating?
Oh, almost a year.
Do you guys live together?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys live together on this address? 12477?
No, that's my parents' address because I move apartments pretty much every year. That's
Okay, so if you guys live together, where do you live?
We live in Austin together.
Okay.
You want the address for it?
Well, when I asked earlier, I said, "Tell me the address where you live," and you told me
No.
12477.
Right. But I did tell you that was my permanent address, and then you
Okay,
said,
so where do
well,
you,
like if
where
the
do
Cosmo
you
owes you $100,000,
where do you live?
1300 East Riverside Drive.
What's the
I
zip
just
code?
wouldn't want stuff being sent there because I'm gonna move in a few months.
Okay, what's the zip code?
78741.
And is there an apartment number?
Yes.
What is it?
1101. I'm not trying to withhold information when you said like what's the best
Okay.
address to send things to my parents.
You guys have any kids together?
Not yet.
And this is a silly question, but I have to ask you. You have been dating for a year. Are you guys intimate and there is an expectation, a mutual expectation of affection between both of you? I assume yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sets the line between two friends that are just having sex between the couple that is dating. I have to ask these questions.
Not a serious relationship.
Okay. Did anybody punch, hit, spit, throw anything at each other? Did he hit you or you did at him?
Well, I'm guessing that I threw a glass.
Did you remember throwing the glass?
No, I don't. But that sounds like me, so. Oh, by the way, I just want to say, somebody mentioned earlier about like there being a chair on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
That was there. I don't know why we hadn't picked it up. Like that had nothing to do with the fight. We weren't throwing furniture at each other. So
All
I
right.
just wanted to make that clear.
Do you require medical attention at all?
No.
All right.
Sorry.
You said that you forgot something? I'm going to read something for you. You tell me if it sounds familiar.
Okay.
It was all my fault. She hit him, and he pulled her hair. Does that sound kind of familiar? By a statement made by you.
It was all my fault.
He says it was all your fault. You hit him, and then he pulled your hair.
No, I don't know why I've been hearing about the hair thing. I never said that he pulled my hair.
Okay, what about you hitting or throwing a bottle of water at him?
Yes.
Yes, what?
It happened.
What is it that happened?
Threw a bottle of water in him, or a glass.
Okay, is that something that you remember that you did? So why?
No, honestly, as soon as I'm so foggy. I've had hardly any sleep. Like, I'm not like drunk even. I just really like not functioning. If that makes sense.
No, not really. Did you throw a bottle at him or a glass at him? You say
Well,
you've done it
yes.
before.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm just like,
Okay, and I appreciate that.
But if you say that, I know that he didn't do it. Because throwing things is my thing.
Okay, once again, do you think you did it or you did it?
I did.
What did you do?
I'm giving you what I can right now.
Okay.
I really don't.
Okay.
I know that he did not. That's only something that I would do.
Okay, so what did you do? Describe what did you do?
Threw a bottle of water or a glass of water at him, or of something else.
Why would you do that?
Name calling. A lot of name calling. And it's just too much.
What names was he calling you?
Bitch.
Okay.
I mean, I was throwing stuff back, or not throwing, physically throwing, but like throwing names back too.
Why was she calling you a bitch?
We got into an argument. I forgot about this. We got into an argument about the tattoo that I got of his name. I was saying I regretted it because what if we broke up? And that's how that started.
Okay.
That's how the name calling started.
All right, give me a few. Hey, I'm gonna go to the room. Hey, I think I'm most of your information, but a couple of things that I'm missing that I do need. First, do you want to fill up a statement about what happened earlier? Okay. What's your phone number? 214.
789. This to rebook it. Costs like $1,100 for our Delta flight if I want to get convert one.
Got you. We're almost done here. Okay. Just give me a few. Bear with me for a few. What is your email?
It's my first name, Christian.
You guys are planning on leaving today, right? And you.
I changed it today.
And you guys got here when?
Here Friday at around 5:30.
You just wanted a break, wanted to spend a little vacation, or you guys were celebrating anything?
We came with friends. They left yesterday. That's what we were supposed to do yesterday, but
I got you. I'm going to ask you a few questions. They are yes or no. These are very simple. All right? Have your girlfriend ever used a weapon against you? Has she ever threatened to kill you, or you don't have any children, so has she ever threatened to kill you? Do you think she might try to kill you? Does she have access to a gun or has a gun? Has she ever tried to strangle you?
No.
I don't make these questions, I just read them, all right? Is she violently or constantly jealous, or does she control most of your daily activities? Have you ever been separated after being together? Does she have a job? Has she ever tried to kill herself? No stepchildren. Does she spy you or leave you any threatening messages? No. All right. I'm gonna go check something and I'll be right back, okay? Like I said, we're almost done.
See, that part's chilling to me because I feel like he knew he was lying about some of that stuff, about her leaving threatening messages and whatnot. And in a minute here, when he gets really upset and you could see him crying, it's going to be like, it's going to break your heart. So just viewer discretion, you guys.
Yeah, you guys want to escort him to the restroom. He's allowed to go to the restroom. Yeah. Room registered to you?
No, but
Who is it registered to?
but
Her?
yeah, the reason why is I get front lights and she's a hotel room.
Come on, it's okay.
I'm sorry, did you say that the mail was listed on an LMS on this room?
Is the room registered to you?
Yes.
Okay.
It's on it too.
You're okay with me just go checking out the room, make sure there is no dead bodies in there, you ask for help, all that stuff? But I'm not looking for anything illegal, that's not my business. I'm just here for a different reason.
No, I thought that's what you were just saying.
I just want to make sure that it's okay.
She's RG, he's additional.
Sorry. If you haven't already been up there, let's just let you know. Real time, I have never been.
No, it's okay.
I always clean it up before.
All right, let's just escort him out and we'll talk to him out here, that way.
Yeah. All right, sir. Come with us, please.
You can see her real quick.
Okay.
Hey, just come over, I'll come to you. Wait a minute, just come over. Let's go past those doors.
Say bye real quick there. I just say bye real quick there.
Let's go talk outside, okay? All right, listen, I'm gonna try to make it as short as I can. I don't want to give you a long speech here, okay? There's a lot of things that we have discretion with, and there's a lot of things that we don't. This is one of them. You guys are in a relationship. She threw a glass at you. The glass is there. She admitted throwing the glass. When that happens, I have to make an arrest. I can't tell the judge. Let me finish. Let me finish. If I go ahead and pick up the phone and I tell the judge, hey judge, this is a one-time thing, it has never happened, he's gonna say, nope. You either make the arrest or I send somebody to take you to jail and you lose your job. But that discretion that I'm talking about, it gets taken away from me. We become the bad guys. So based on that, no, that happened, she's going. I'm explaining you now how it works. We're not gonna try to go back and forward. Oh, I don't want to press charges. It's not up to you anymore. The state takes over. Okay? I'm gonna explain you how it works so you can get her out. Okay? So within all the crimes, it is a misdemeanor. Battery of domestic violence. Doesn't have any price for that. I don't think it's gonna be any issue. However, the state here puts anyone that is a suspect on battery of domestic violence on a 12-hour hold.
It has to be 12 hours.
As sooner that I can get her out of here, as sooner that I can get her to jail, the 12 hours start ticking. Okay? And the reason why they do that, I can't let you tell it. Hey, no, I don't have to. I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is what the law says I have to do. Okay? I'm just trying to explain to you how can you get her out. The sooner the better. Okay? I'm going to give you some information. It's going to show you where she is heading. She's going to CCDC. All you have to do is call 311. They'll give you the information of CCDC. You can just call to see how the process is going. This is the event that I came here for. I can't. This is the event that she got into here today. You need a copy of the report. There's information on the back of these cards. You feel the need to get a protective order against her. You can call all these numbers. They can serve her while she's in jail. And I also have to tell you, okay, there is this organization called Safe Nest that provides. There is this organization called Safe Nest that provides help to people. I'm gonna give you the whole thing. That provides help to victims of domestic violence, which is you. Do you want me to call them for you so you can talk to them?
This is the last one. I just like you wonder how I just want to say why they let me say hi to her before I was asking you before you take it away from me. It just gave
Because of the circumstances, I can't let you do that. Okay?
Circumstances.
Hey, I have been trying to be you wanted the door open, you wanted to go to the bathroom, you wanted some water. I'm trying to help you as much as I can, okay? But there is just so much that I can do. Okay? This is for you to keep. Do you have any questions for me? Yes.
Before you take my girlfriend to jail, can I see her one more time?
I can't do that because of the circumstances. I already answered that question. I am so sorry
Circumstances.
that there is violence involved on the arrest that she is going for. I can tell her anything that you want me to. I can pass down the message. But remember, the sooner that I can get this ball rolling, the sooner that I can get those 12 hours rolling. If I'm talking with you here for half an hour, then the 12 hours don't count until I make it to jail.
Like she has to be there for 12 hours?
Yes, we're going to hold her for 12 hours. That's mandatory. I don't make those rules. I don't write the law. That's just the way it is. Any other questions that I can answer for you? All right. These gentlemen are going to escort you to your room so you can get your
Can I
stuff.
just see her before Mr. Blasco? Please.
I want to let you know one thing, okay? Right now, we're just going to escort you to your room to let you take your stuff. If they change their mind and they want to decide you to keep you out of the hotel right now, they can.
We're going to be fast.
Okay?
Yes. So I'm going to read to you right now, based on the circumstances.
I don't control that. That is between the hotel and you.
So we're going to I'm going to read you trespass right now.
All right, I'm going to go work on your girl, okay?
Owner of this property. I hereby warn you.
She doesn't know.
He's asking to speak to you.
Who?
The
Boyfriend?
other half, yeah.
All right.
We haven't even been able to get him up to the room. So he's still where he was when you talked to him. And he's saying that he wants to make sure you know that she has suicidal thoughts.
Okay. Tell him that you just told me that. And tell him that if he doesn't leave, he's going to go to jail too.
All right.
And remind them that the sooner that I work on this paperwork, the sooner that she can get out. I told him that like 3 times. I just don't see the point of going and talking to him. But if you're going to need me too, I'll go talk to him.
Okay, if I do, I'll come back and get you. Thanks.
This is the deal. So, the investigation showed that you threw a glass at him, and that in this state is considered battery. And since you two are in a relationship, that is considered battery of domestic violence. It's a mandatory arrest.
Okay, there's a lot that I didn't say because I didn't want him to get in trouble. Like
Okay.
grabbing him, pushing me down.
Okay. So, like I said, we already went over this. I'm just explaining to you what's going to happen. Anything else that you tell me, I'll be happy to put it on the report. But at this point, you're going to be transported, okay?
May I at least get a hug from my boyfriend before?
He's already gone.
We're gone where?
He already left the building.
So I don't have my phone with me. I need to make sure that my promise ring that you got me is upstairs. There's a lot that like happened that I don't want to bring up. Because
Let me explain to you.
I haven't.
Calm down for a
I
second.
haven't brushed my teeth. I need to shower. I haven't touched the eye. I'm on my period.
Let me explain to you how this is going to work. Okay? Calm down for a second. You have been cool, and I'm trying to give you the same courtesy, okay? There is no discretion for us if we have to make the arrest or not. You have to go. We are the bad guys here. The way it works is that we did all the crimes, it is a misdemeanor. So you're going to be given bail. But the sooner that we can get this going, the sooner that you can get out. I already spoke with him. I already told him where were you going to be, how does the process work. and all that stuff.
You told Christian?
Everything. I told him. He knows absolutely everything that he needs to know.
He's gonna come here.
I assume that he's gonna come get you, of course. Okay, okay?
Okay,
So, are you gonna be cool with us?
like cause
Because you're
problems? No,
Right.
I'm gonna cause problems.
Okay, so go ahead and take off your necklace. It's coming with you, but it cannot go in the van with you. We're gonna put it with your. Everything that you have with you is coming with you. You just cannot be wearing it.
I need to get my phone from upstairs. My
Right
mom
now.
texted me asking me if I was gonna be home to get
Okay,
the dogs.
remember when I asked you, are you gonna be cool?
Yeah, I'm gonna be cool. I just,
Okay, right now what you have with you is coming with you, and that's it. They're gonna let you make as many phone calls as you need from down there. Okay?
Mhm.
Go ahead and take off your necklace so we can put it with your property.
Hey, Clenney, I left the number that he gave me for you to call once you're in jail. Give me your phone number.
Sorry, I never take this off. It's extremely hard to take off.
It's okay, it's gonna come with you.
It would make me feel good if I had a cross on me though.
Okay, like I said, I don't write the rules of jail. I'll be happy to help you to get it off.
Can't wait to shake you.
Yeah, it's okay.
What is this right here?
It's an air bar. I've been like needing it the whole time. I wasn't allowed to hit it or go into my
I'm
purse.
gonna put these into her purse.
It's just nicotine.
All right, go ahead and stand up.
Can I just walk peacefully out with you, please? I
No.
really don't.
Go ahead and stand up.
And
Face the wall.
I need to go number 2.
Face the wall.
They said that I could do
Separate
that.
your feet. Yeah, could you pass me the belly chain down there? That way. Do not go
Am
in
I
your
allowed to
pockets.
hit that before I go?
We're gonna separate your feet. We're gonna transport you right away, and you'll be able to use the bathroom down there. Okay?
You got that block?
Yeah, it's in my pocket.
Oh, are we gonna walk through the lobby?
No, we're gonna walk to the back.
Hey, okay.
Put your hands across your chest. Both hands across your chest. And this is actually way more comfortable than the handcuffs. So that's what I'm trying to save you an extra step. Face the wall.
Hey, Clenney, sorry, but I'm also gonna be.
Could you give me a second? Could you give me a second, please? Thank you. Left hand down.
Oh, okay.
Right hand down.
I'm having a lot of anxiety.
It's okay.
Okay, I don't feel that I should be getting arrested at all right now. So I just need my hands.
Okay, just let me double tap this, and then I'm going to give you your hands back. Okay, so this is better than the handcuffs. With the handcuffs, they will be on your back all the time, okay? Okay, you got your hands back.
I'm handcuffed.
Okay.
Yeah, he has them.
Okay.
Copies.
I have been begging for that air bar ever since I got here, and I'm seriously having anxiety.
Control to Mary, 31 PB, 1 in custody.
Am I able to do that?
What?
The air bar has been in my purse for the last like 4 hours. I'm really addicted to it. Can I hit that before I go to jail?
No.
Please.
Unfortunately, you cannot.
502. And then last name is Clenney?
Yes. We were checking out today. We had a flight. Is this like a overnight ordeal?
12-hour hold.
12-hour hold? Okay, there's a lot that happened that I didn't say anything because I don't want my boyfriend to get in trouble. I don't need to, please. I just want to get home.
I'll be happy to put her on the report.
No, I don't need that. I just,
Okay.
I was calling for help, and oh my God, I cannot do that. My mom texted me asking if I was going to be home for the dogs today, and I haven't been able to talk to her yet. and she's really worried.
They're gonna make you make as many phone calls as you need to. Okay.
Throw it away to them.
All right.
They can't take it with them.
Oh, right. Oh, hey, here, guys. Make a hole.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay. Just follow it.
I just planned that right there.
This is the back door, so you're not gonna walk to the casino. You're gonna go straight to the transport van and we'll take you.
Well, gonna read them now?
Yeah, you can go ahead and read it.
So you're gonna be trespassing from our property as duly appointed representative of the owner of this property. And hereby warn you are trespassing. You're gonna be trespassing with non-compliance.
If I ever come back,
You can't come back. You can't
It's
go back.
just means-
As far as your property stuff, once you get out, you can call us before you get here so we can escort you and either arrange your property. Or you
tonight,
whenever you get released. Just give us a call first before you come to our property. Alright?
You wanna change her shoes or don't care?
No, there's sandals.
Okay. There's cameras all over that they're watching you, and you're gonna come from here to jail.
We're going right to jail right now.
We're not taking any detours. Just watch your head, watch your step. Make sure you buckle up for your own safety.
there's no more than a 12-hour hold, right?
You'll get to see a judge, and they'll walk you through the process. Okay?
Ooh, Laura said, go on vacation, leave on probation. Laura. Typical trash that ruins Vegas. Ooh, girl, that was harsh. But you made me laugh. I don't think my first thought with him was that she was going to be thinking that he spoke against her, and that's the reason that she ended up being taken in. And so she was going to be mad at him as soon as he came to get her or met her or whatever happened. I don't know. He probably Ubered to the jail to go pick her up. I'm not sure how all that works. I'm sure mommy and daddy got the money to him to get her out as soon as possible, right? But just curious what you guys thought about how upset he was and to me, that was just so telling that he was just in tears, and you could hear him, how emotional he was when he was talking. Like, can I just go say bye to her? Is there anything I can do? Like, he didn't want to be the one, he didn't want to press charges against her. Oh, thank you, Route. Thank you, darling. If you got a free membership from Route, give a shout out, you guys. So how long were they dating? Kimmy asked. Kimmy, they at this point. Oh, he said in the beginning of the video around a year, or maybe a little over a year. He had a credit card on him. He had a PayPal credit card, and I thought it was interesting that it was a PayPal credit card because I wonder if she put money in there for him or something. Now it could be that could be the way she paid him. You know, we don't know. And I'm not saying that he didn't earn it. I mean, he gave up everything to take care of her, to be there for her, to do everything she asked him to do. She became he became her little, gopher. And yeah, my thing though on this case is that I just felt like it was a shame that I get why they separated them, and that's what happened with Gabby Petito. I know some of you guys were talking about that in the chat there, but it just seems like that's where the law stops. And I don't know if I'm sure there's people out there working on the law. I would imagine that Gabby Petito's parents, that's one of the things that they're working towards is ways to help law enforcement, because the way the laws are written, law enforcement's hands are tied. They clearly see a problem. They don't know the entire backstory. They've got two sides of the story, and there's probably there's an in-between to what the truth is. So it would be difficult as a cop to make that decision. I feel bad for him because I would bet that many, many times they go into a situation and it's clear of what's going on. Like they can tell the signs and they can't do anything. They only have so much power. They can only do so much. Hey, Pam got a membership. Veronica, Jen Mead, Jane Crow, and Jeff Law. Congratulations, you guys. And don't forget to say thank you to Route for that. So Kimmy said, yeah, it's just sad all the way around because they are both so young and their lives are over. Oh, yeah. I, that's where this case kills me is because she had so much going for her and she just went downhill. Like she could have if she'd have taken like there was a fork in the road at some point for her when she was in her early 20s, like I would say 21 probably. And that's when she decided to go do the OnlyFans stuff. I feel like she met somebody in the bodybuilding world because she was so into the bodybuilding. And then all of a sudden she's not, and now she's, then she went into the fangirl stuff. I feel like at some point, somebody she met through bodybuilding introduced her to the OnlyFans world, said, I make all this money, I do this, I do that, I make my own schedule. Girl, all you have to do is this or that. And then before you know it, she's in a little bit and she's in a little bit more, and then she's in a little more. And then, as we know, she's doing shoots with a bunch of other women having um, uh, multiple people involved, with more than just doing shoots. They were shooting and having a lot of friendly interaction. I'll leave it at that. So, my understanding too is that he was involved at some point with some of the interactions with her and him together. I almost thought about the fact that is he the only guy that she was ever on OnlyFans with? Maybe, probably, I don't know. But she got into the party scene, drugs, entitlement, and just down the road. Yeah, it just like little bit by little bit, Veronica, it just became, it was like she started making money doing Instagram, and if she'd have stuck with that, I mean, she was gorgeous. She had a great body, and looking back through her Instagram photos, you guys, if she would have kept her clothes on more, she would have been so much more attractive. Like there were so many pretty photos of her when she had on full clothes. And it just seemed like no matter, even when she had on a nice, pretty outfit, she ended up doing some kind of pose that made her look trashy. It was just such a shame. My mom would have grabbed me by the hair of my head if I was that age at that point, because she still would have had control over me. And she would have said, no, no. I think mom, I think mom knew everything from the beginning. I think mom always knew. This is just me speculating that. Because I think that she was a lot closer with her mom than she was her dad. I don't think her dad knew the extent of everything that was going on. Um, he probably was a little naive. Okay, put it this way. I've always said daddy knows, daddy knows. But what if daddy was that disconnected that he didn't ever go on her Instagram? Because if you go on her Instagram, it would lead you to her OnlyFans page, right? Because she'll say, and she says it on her little things all the time, go click the link. I've got the link in my bio. If daddy was disconnected, he's busy with work, he leaves all that up to mom, let's just say. And he doesn't go and check into all that stuff. And he just thinks he keeps track of her through mom. Mom tells him everything that's going on. But mom leaves out the details that she knows is going to freak him out and piss him off. I could see that happening because I could totally see that happening. How often does that happen? It happens all the time. Like, oh God, don't tell your father. You did what? Don't tell him. That would be us. I mean, that's the way we were. If we did something, my sister's like, don't tell dad. You can tell mom, don't tell dad. So yeah, I just kind of feel like I wonder how much dad knew, and dad was just so far out of it. He had his head up his own butt that, and maybe that's why she became the way she did, is because daddy was always busy. And so he just threw money at him instead of love, he threw money. It's obvious he loves his daughter. It's obvious his mother loves her, but it just, I don't think Umeso, is that how you say it? Umesio? I'm not sure how to pronounce your thing. He wasn't that to her. Christian was not that to her. She was already involved in that when they met. She was already doing that. So he wasn't doing that for her. Was she an only child? She was not. She has a younger sister. And in down the road here, we're going to get into some of the. Courtney liked to leave notes on her cell phone. It's like she was writing a diary, but she wrote it in her cell phone. Isn't that crazy? So there's a lot of stuff in there that we're going to get into coming up here soon. It's funny because, with Sarah Boone, we found it all in the videos in the cell phone. Why do these criminals always provide their best evidence against them? She said in a different tax bracket. That's one way of putting it. That is one way of putting it. Well, what I was going to say earlier when I was talking about the social media stuff, and even 3 years ago, like my sister still, she asked me tons of questions about how do you get paid on YouTube? How does all that work? There's still a lot of questions about, people don't understand exactly how the process works. And I don't even know exactly how it works with TikTok and OnlyFans. I only do YouTube. So there's a lot of unknowns still out there. People aren't as savvy about it because it is still kind of new, the fact that people can have careers doing it. So the fact that dad was, the wool was pulled over his eyes, I guess he was like, okay, well, all right, well, as long as she's staying safe. Okay, dad. I don't know if that's what happened. I'm just speculating. I can call you Mace. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness, Mace. I wonder if her sister's really neat. Louise, I was wondering that too. By the way, hey Louise, I was wondering what her sister's personality was like. We still have an incident to go back to after Christian died and she went back to live with her. Well, I guess she was living with her mom and dad, or she was living in the neighborhood because she'd bought that house there. There was an altercation with a neighbor, and I'm getting all the stuff together for that so we can talk about that one night. I want to do a whole video on it. But she was wasted, drunk in that one, and I don't know. They ended up not pressing charges against her, I think is what happened, but they surely could have. I think the father had said something to the point where if he'd have known the backstory with her, he would have pressed charges, but he didn't know the backstory. Yeah, exactly. Even Amber Heard, Bama, they record their conversations to try to help themselves, but it ends up hurting them in the long run. It's amazing if you think about it, though, with Christian recording some of this stuff, he's actually speaking after death, with a lot of these things. And I still believe that there's a lot that we don't know about yet that's going to come out in trial. I know I said that during the Sarah Boone case, there was only all we found in the Sarah Boone case were those videos of her berating him and, treating him like crap, which those sealed the deal with the jury. We know that, but I wonder if there's anything else in Clenney's case that they're holding back from letting everybody know about. Yeah, Veronica, that's the case I was talking about in her neighborhood. So we'll go over that one night. And we've still got to go over the night that they have the whole incident down in the hotel lobby. We haven't done that yet. So there's still plenty to cover on the case. Want to just take a minute and go back over here really quickly, if you don't mind. I want to show you guys something while I've got you all. Frankie's snoring. Let's see. Let me screen share with you. So in case you missed it, earlier today I put out a video that there's a new case in Waukesha, and actually Detective Carpenter, I'm sorry, I put the wrong one in here. I just realized that. I put Detective Casey in there, not Jay Carpenter. That just hit me that I did that wrong. Wow, I'm losing it. Detective Casey's retired. It's Detective Jay Carpenter. I need to fix that. And ADA Zach Witchow, who are on the case. And this guy committed homicide. He unalived his grandmother. So I don't know if he's going to end up. He pled not guilty. So if he ends up coming back and pleading guilty, there'll be no trial. But if he does go to trial, I was kind of hoping they'd show it so we get to watch some of our favorites back in action again. I don't know. Also, if you guys are in any bit, shape, or form into the whole Delphi case, some of you guys hate it. Some of you either hate it or you love it. I did a pretty decent video on that the other day too. And then, of course, we've been picking up bits and pieces from this Colin Griffith trial where this young kid a year or two ago unalives his father in Oklahoma, comes to live with his mom after that, and within a year, he unalives his mother. You think it's them or you think it's him? I mean, hello. So, yeah. And so there's a lot that we've been kind of touching on here and there. If you guys haven't been to my channel, I've been just posting randomly. What else? What's going on? Yes, Miss Kimmy. If Zach's in on it, you know I want to be on it. You didn't notice either, Patty? I didn't even notice it until I pulled up the thumbnail. And it was so funny because when I was creating the thumbnail, it never even struck me that was Casey and not Jay. I'm like, what am I doing? Where did they transfer Brooksy? Nobody knows, Kimmy. Nobody knows. And according to everybody that's spoken out about it, that knows anything about how that stuff works, they've said that it has to be some kind of security thing, or else they would have told somebody. I mean, the fact that his lawyer didn't even know, his appellate attorney, then that's suspicious that something happened, something occurred. Who knows? I mean, do you really think he has that many fans outside of prison as he does inside of prison, or inside of prison as he does outside of prison? I'm sure they probably watched the trial. Yeah, Lexicon says she believes it's the wrong verdict for Delphi. I'm really wondering. If it is, it breaks my heart. It's like a movie. It's like something you would see in a movie where a prisoner is being okay. How many of you guys, this is what I was thinking about the other night when I was watching it. How many of you guys watch Sons of Anarchy? I love that show. It was rough, but I did love that show. And if you watched it, do you remember Otto and how he was in prison and they abused him constantly to get information out of him or to get him to do what they wanted him to do? That's what I feel like may have happened to Richard Allen. It's like a movie. Too much reasonable doubt, Nunya said. Yeah, Nunya, like that's, but they wouldn't let any of that reasonable doubt into the trial at all. Like they couldn't talk about any other suspects or anything. That just makes no sense to me. How often does it go on that we don't know or people don't know? So yeah. Anyway, well, I want to thank you guys for being here with me tonight. I keep looking to see. I thought that Corey Richens was going to court today for some reason. I had it on my calendar. I guess it got moved. When are we having the meat market? The meat market is closed right now. Yeah, so the next one I need to focus on getting the body cam for that lobby video together because I've got a bunch of different angles for the body camera. And what I want to do, because there's so many police there, I want to take all those and piece them together so they flow nicely so we can watch it. Because, like one officer would go over and speak with the security guy And I still wonder, you know, you don't know how much the security really knows the truth about, but it's kind of interesting to hear their take on things since they are there and they see it. I mean, what the hell else are they going to do? That's their job, is to watch this kind of stuff, people coming and going. So that was really interesting. It'll be interesting to hear them get up on the stand in this case, because I wonder how many security officers were there on. Like, they probably had at least, I would say there's probably at least 3 or 4 of them, maybe 2 or 3, that stayed on that property at one point in time while she was there. And they'll all get to come up. Now, that doesn't even count, like, you're talking about maintenance guys that are around the property all the time. Then, of course, you've got the other residents. Now, we did hear from other residents the other day, which they were really against Christian. To me, they came across as a little, I hate to say this, but they came across as a little racist to me, the guys that were on the interview the other day. But I can guarantee you the defense is going to bring that one in. So, yeah. All right. Well, you guys, have a blessed evening. Try to stay warm. We're waiting for the snow to completely melt over here in South Alabama. And I'm going to hit the road tomorrow and go to the casinos and go spend my free play, because I haven't been in a while and I need a release. All right. Y'all have a blessed evening. I will talk to you very soon. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and feel free to leave a comment. Have a blessed day.